Welcome back, everyone, to Mariners franchise episode number 24. It's time for game 3 of the ALDS. It's George Kirby versus Tanner Houck as the Mariners lead the Red Sox 2-0. What a job these Mariners have done so far. Whether it's been a close game like game 1, this game was way closer than 4-2. I mean, the Red Sox had the bases loaded with one out, down 4-2. They could have easily hit a grand slam there or come back to win that game. This game, or whether it be a blowout like game 2. But now we're in game 3. It's a different story. I've made an adjustment. We'll see how it goes. We're on legend pitching difficulty. I might turn up hitting difficulty if we hit again, but you got to remember, I stink at hitting. So I think veteran difficulty is fine for literally everybody else but, or like all-star difficulty or Hall of Fame difficulty is fine for literally everybody else but me, but you got to remember, I cannot hit. So that's what that is. Today, starting off the game, George Kirby. This year was sort of, once again, his unhittable self. He gave up a few more homers than usual, but outside of that, he had another great season. His best in terms of ERA, his best in terms of WHIP, his best season of his career in general. He was a little bit worse towards the end of the year, but he finished top 10 in Cy Young voting. He was once again fantastic. The FIP is a little bit higher because he walked a few more batters than he generally does, his career high in walks, but he traded that for a good amount of strikeouts as opposed to last season, so we will absolutely take it. He did pitch his most innings as well, so he might have got a little bit tired toward the end of the year, but without further ado, why not go ahead and get into this game? We're going to go ahead and play it. It is time for the Red Sox versus the Mariners, Game 3 in Fenway. Look to get the job done on the road and head to face most likely the New York Yankees. Not confirmed, obviously, but I would think most likely the Yankees. So, we're getting away George Kirby. Here's the starting lineup. Ah-Sung Kim has a homer this series. Ryan Bliss hitting 286. 2 steals or 1 steal. Hayes has not had the hit yet. RBI for Luke Raley. O'Hearn has a few hits, and actually just the one in the one game. Robert has a home run robbery, has a home run, and an RBI outside of that. Cal Raleigh is hitting so well. I mean, he has 5 hits this postseason already. Julio hitting just about as good, not as much pop, but you really don't care when Cal's hitting like that. And Victor Robles might need to be a little bit better on the leadoff spot, but outside of that, I don't hate the way it's been going. As you can see, David Hamilton for the Red Sox has been just brutal for them. Constant errors at shortstop, bad moments on offense. He's really somebody that they really don't need batting second, but that's just the way he's been batting this year. So he's been good. It's not like he's been bad. So they hope in Game 3 he can come through and the Red Sox can extend this series, as we hope the exact opposite, that we can get out of this and head on to the ALCS for the first time since 2001. The Red Sox look to get back there for the first time since, 19? Were they there in 21? I can't remember if they beat the Rays or did not beat the Rays in 2021. Cannot remember. That was a close series. I think they made the I think 21. But here we go. It's the ALDS Game 3. Here's Fenway. It is maybe my favorite ballpark in baseball, just in terms of how unique and how fun it is. But we'll have to face somebody very good. Tanner Houck. I don't think I've ever faced him in MLB The Show, so we'll see what it's like. I know for a fact he's a right-handed Chris Sale. He's not as good, obviously. He's not been great in his career. He did have an all-star season. But in real life, he's struggling mightily. And then before that, he's had some good years, actually. I kind of just thought about this 2023 season, but I guess other than that, he's been great. I think in real life, he's struggled mightily this season. But we've got, like I said, a right-handed Chris Sale, sidearm delivery, a lot of velo. It's going to be tough to start this game off, but we're going to try to get it going early on. Swing and a miss from Robles. Swings through a sweeper late on 84. That does not seem good. That's a broken bat. So quite the introduction to the game for Tanner Houck. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Sinker inside, gets him swinging. And it's 1 down already for Houck. Brings up Julio, who's been brilliant. in this series. This is fouled off. Splitter. He's kind of eating the middle of the zone. I guess that's bottom right of the zone, actually. Julio fouls it off. 0-1. Another foul ball on the splitter. The 0-2 for the second straight batter. Good take there below the zone by Julio. 1-2 by Houck. And he pops up Julio on an 81-mile-per-hour sweeper. And Julio should have hit that out. No other way to put it. Makes me think there might be something going on. I'll let you know in the bottom of the inning. Hopefully it does not have the input lag glitch, because I feel like I'm timing it up pretty good. This is hit left field. Cal Raleigh drives one foul. Cal's been great this year, his best season of his career. In the postseason, he's continued on. He pops this up. Good first inning for Tanner Houck. And it brings up George Kirby on legend difficulty. We'll see how it goes. 1-2-3 inning for Houck. The Red Sox are on offense next. And here is George. He made his series debut here in Fenway. Was great in that game. Has been great in subsequent starts. Struck out 13 against the Rangers. He's been a very fun pitcher to pitch with in this series. We'll see how it goes. And I do think we got input lag. Here we go, baby.
0-1.
Got to try to adjust to it. And I've adjusted already. That's pretty good. Shut off. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It hasn't done the first two games of this series, and now it's doing it again. Makes it much harder to hit and much harder to pitch. 0-2. Splitter is a good one, but he's a ball. 1-2 to Duran, who's been fairly bad besides that home run he hit in game 1. 2-2. It's flown to center field. Julio will be there, makes the catch. It also happens almost every time George Kirby pitches. It did happen last year when he pitched in the playoffs. It was the only game of that series where I had it, and now this game is the same way. So it's just a George Kirby thing, I guess. Got off inside pitch to David Hamilton. That is fouled off. The 0-2. To David Hamilton, who fouls off 96 above the zone, nearly above the zone. Doesn't actually get all the way above the zone. Oh, 2. It nearly hits him. I'm surprised it did not. A lot of lefties in this lineup, obviously. We were aware of that heading in. Almost all their best players are. Duran, Devers, Casas, all lefties. With Bregman and actually Roman Anthony and Marcel Meyer also lefties. So a lot of lefties as Kirby strikes out David Hamilton. He continues his awful play. He brings up Devers now. Nice pitch by George to get ahead. Want to make the series quick and easy. Don't want to have to face Garrett Crochet again.
Outside, that's a ball.
I believe game 4 it said we'd play. I don't remember who it said we'd play. Is this above the zone? Was it Giolito? I don't remember. 2-1 here to Devers. Hit a home run in the last game. He fouls this off. And it's 2-2 count now. Ground ball. Base hit. Julio throws it in. And Devers is on with 2 outs. Base hit for the Red Sox for their first of the game. The first of the game for either side. And the lefties continue. You know, Brayu's also a left-handed hitter, so lots of them against our right-handed majority staff. Actually, only right-handed staff. And the bullpen only has Spire pitches left-handed. 0-2 here to Casas, who dominates here in Fenway. His swing is built perfectly for this ballpark. And not a strike there, apparently. 2-2. Foul ball. George got the first two out pretty easily, and now already at 20 pitches here. That's fouled off again. So 7 balls this inning, much more than usual for him. That's fouled off. He's not going to give in, though. Doesn't like to walk batters. 2-2. Swing and a miss. George Kirby strikes out 2 batters in the first inning. Strands Devers at first as we head to the top of the second inning. We'll see the hero of the series so far, Luis Robert, and then O'Hearn and Rayleigh in only their second game starting in this series. Swing and a miss on the 94-mile-per-hour sinker by Houck. A 1 up the middle, base hit for Robert. He continues to rake. Good timing on a splitter below the zone. Puts it in play and gets a base hit out of it. The Mariners in business here to start the second inning, leadoff base hit. And they'll bring up 2 lefties for the Mariners. Not a lot of lefties in the offense either. Cal is one, obviously, when he faces lefties or righties. But O'Hearn and Rayleigh are the other 2. Great pitch inside. Do we have anyone else? I don't think so. Just these 2 guys and then Cal. So, of course, we don't have a great lineup against right-handed pitching. Probably something we need to work on in the offseason. Maybe get a switch hitting second baseman, switch hitting shortstop, something like that. It's fouled off by O'Hearn. 0-2 quickly. Up the middle, cranks one, base hit. 106 off the bat. 2 on, no outs for the Mariners. It brings up Luke Rayleigh, and the Mariners are tagging up O'Hearn, or not O'Hearn, sorry, Houck. In this inning so far, 2 hard hit balls. That one nearly took off his head. Glad it did not. Now Rayleigh's up. He's hit a lot of clutch homers in this series. This one is to Hamilton. He picks it up, makes a good play on it. Fielder's choice for Rayleigh, moves a run to the third base. So David Hamilton I'm surprised he made that play, to be honest with you. He's been pretty bad at shortstop in this series, to say the least. Brings up to Brian Hayes. Takes the first pitch, getting a little swing happy, letting that pitch count get too low for us. So we'll take a few pitches here, hopefully. With Hayes, who's been a big foul ball guy, has been big in getting counts up in the inning. Great pitch by Houck, outside cutter, or sinker, sorry. Need to get a run here. This will be enough. Gets it to right field, running backwards, tagging up. Robert, and it's a sac fly for Brian Hayes, and the Mariners take an early lead here in Game 3. And if it would stay this way all game, you'd love to see that. Brian Hayes gets the job done. Still doesn't have a hit in this series, but has an RBI. Brings up Ryan Bliss, who's been putting the ball in play pretty good in this series, which has been good. This is fouled off. Nice cutter there by Houck. Perfectly dotted outside corner, or outside edge. Swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
As I had an alarm going off, so I had to correct that. 0-2. 2 really good pitches in a row for Houck. Swing and a miss. He actually strikes out Ryan Bliss. So, Mariners get 1 on a Brian Hayes sac fly. That's all they get, though. Runner stranded at first. It's Bregman, Anthony, and Mayer for the Red Sox. And man, they've been in need of desperate offense, have the Red Sox. George Kirby looks to prevent that. And I think the input delay is gone, because I think we're good now. Yeah, it's fine now. 0-1. I won't mention it again. 0-2. It's been a weird series for Alex Bregman. Not a lot of anything from him except for a bloop hit in Game 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's in the dirt on a splitter. A lot more swing and miss than you usually see from him. Gets another one. That was not even close. There's something going on with Alex Bregman. He's not been very good at all. 3rd strikeout for George Kirby. That's filthy from George. But not sure what's going on with Alex Bregman. Roman Anthony now. He's been a pest in this series so far, just fouling off pitches, getting into good counts. I think he walked in Game 1. This is popped up, though. Cal Raleigh will be in position to make the catch. 2 down early on in this inning for George Kirby. Brings up Marcelo Meyer, who hit a near home run in the last episode. Hit it as far to left field as you can possibly hit it without it getting out. Luis Robert was there to rob it. Now, granted, if he hits that ball here, no chance Luis Robert gets to that because the monster in left.
Inside, ball 1.
Inside, good take by Mayer. Kirby delivers a 1-1 count. Strike called. Great pitch there. Going right back to it. 1-2 count for Kirby.
Ball, that's low.
In the dirt. Doesn't get the swing. 2-2 to Mayer. This is popped up to Brian Hayes. RBI in the top. And an inning catch in the bottom. 1-2-3 inning for Kirby. So far, so good for the Mariners as they look to take the series win here today. Kim Robles Rodriguez next. Home run the last episode for Ha-Seong Kim, but still, he's not been very effective in this series. And I mean this entire series, not just this series. He pops this one up to right field, nearly hits it out to that weird part in right field. So, pesky pull, but caught, and it brings up Robles. Got a lot of pitches to hit first inning. Did not do it. He has only, 1 or 2 hits? He had a double in the last game, which was good. Sparked a rally. And that nearly hits the bullpen there. Look, there's a gate there. 1-1 count now to Robles from Hout. This is hit right side. Base hit for Victor Robles. You like to see that. That's what he used to do so well. He's kind of lost that this season. And now a threat to be on second base already. The guy that's pretty easy to steal on in Tanner Houck. This is popped to right field. Julio chases a pitch outside. 4 and out. Tried to foul it off. Or to swing at it to try to get a good steal attempt, but nope, not taking off there. This is fouled off. Good pitch there from Houck. He's starting to dial in that sinker on the edges. And nice pitch there. He goes super sidearm. Made me think he was pitching out. 2 strikes. This is hit other way. Base hit. This is going to get all the way to the wall. It bounces off. It'll be a double for Cal Raleigh. Extends the inning. Pokes one out to left. Cal Raleigh is so hot right now. That's just a perfect pitch to hit. Hits it the other way. Had a hit like that in the first game we played in Fenway in this series and puts it into left for a base hit. And that ball's middle. Luis Robert could have opened this game up easy with that. He has a 1.2 OPS so far in this postseason. Houck is in trouble here on the ropes. Ground ball, dive, made, run, will, score! 2-0 Mariners early on. Luis Robert gets his 5th RBI already, and more defense for the Red Sox is just not good enough to be in this spot. Bregman, a Gold Glover, cannot make the play. If he makes that on no hops, he's able to make that easily and throw on to first, but that ball hopped out of his glove. Took a weird bounce. And now this is hit by him, and the Mariners are hitting around now in the third inning and the second inning. Robert's safe. It's a double for O'Hearn, and Houck might not be long for this ball game. Man, I would not think we'd had this in us after game 1 where we were just inept offensively except for literally 1 swing. And that was even because of an error. Without that error, we don't score a run in game 1. We come out in game 2, we look way better, and now we're just hitting around now. And this is a tough spot for Houck. Hits it third base side again. Fouled off. Good start for the Mariners, very good start. Inside, 1-1. I won't lie, I did swing at that pitch, but luckily we got the move out of the way animation. 1-1 here. This is to David Hamilton. It hops David Hamilton. Oh my goodness gracious, David Hamilton. You will not find a worse defensive effort on record than the last 3 games with the Red Sox. It has been brutal to watch. 2 more runs score. Luke Raley comes through on a base hit, I guess they call that. That was 100% an error. They've been very kind in this series in picking what are errors and what are not errors. Because the Red Sox have made about 7 errors in this series so far. This hit right field and fouled off. And David Hamilton alone, we talked about it last episode, costed 4 runs in the first game, 2 runs in the second game, then 2 runs there. If you're keeping track at home, that'll be a caught in the center. If you're keeping track at home, that is 6 runs that David Hamilton has given up in this series with defense alone. The Mariners add, 4 runs in the inning? We already have 2. I think that was 4 runs in the inning. And they break it open 5-0 early on. And all of it with no power. We've been hitting a lot of home runs to get runs in this series. Not a lot of just hitting around, singles, doubles, nice plays. A lot of home runs, but today we're hitting all the things. We're doing small ball, we're sack flies, we're doing everything right. And the Yankees last year beat us, obviously. But we know we can beat them. We beat them once last year. We beat them once this season on screen. We took both series against the Yankees, both of them, 2-1. Swing and a miss, and Kirby's dealing as well. And y'all, sir, turn the difficulty up. If anyone's here and wants me to turn the difficulty up for the hitting, I will try it. I do guarantee it, though, that this is just a Tanner Houck thing. This is not just a thing that I'm good at the game now. Although I've been playing a lot more. I have a fantasy draft franchise I'm doing with the Diamondbacks. And George Kirby is lighting up the Boston Red Sox once again. And in Fenway, it's such a hard place to pitch. Usually the Red Sox build their team around how good you are in Fenway. I mean, David Ortiz was perfect with this ballpark. This is hit out of here. And the Red Sox, not going to give up just yet. 427 from Jarren Duran, his second home run of the series. 427 feet. And it makes it a 4-run game. Fastball, high in the zone, but able to turn on it was Duran. Brings up David Hamilton, hitting .053, grounds out here to end the inning, has about 17 errors. So Kirby, another good inning, gives up the 1 home run, but no more damage than that. 4-run lead for the Mariners. Looks like they can extend on the lead here in the top of the 4th. Out comes Houck once again. This is a base hit for Ryan Bliss, another one for him. 8th hit. 8th hit already for the Mariners in this game, and that probably is going to do it for Tanner Houck. And it is. Cora comes out to get him. He goes 3 innings in game 2, or game 3. Saying a lot of wrong words today. It's fine. I'm tired. Oh, no, not Patrick Sandoval. Okay, well, I've played Patrick Sandoval many times. I will not be scoring another run, just so you all know. So we're going to need to get the pitching down. Swing and miss. He's a sinker baller. Never mind. I lied. I think I can hit him. Hold on. Never mind. Double play here. David Hamilton makes that play. 2. I just don't know why. I've played him many times. I played him in my Cardinals franchise last year in the World Series. He was with the Angels. He was filthy in that. I've played him many times in the past with my A's franchise in the same division as him. He is one of the most filthy guys you'll see in the show. This is hit to left field. It's caught. It feels like I always get good timing on Patrick Sandoval pitches, but he's able to just get through innings. It's crazy. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners in the inning, and it brings up the Red Sox again. Brings up Rafael Devers. He's 1 for 1 today. Nice pitch there from George. 0-1. Ground ball, Bliss. Nice play by the should-have-been Gold Glover. Makes the delivery to first base. Raley makes the play. And it's the first out quickly for George. He's cruising so far. Just one after another in quick succession. The first inning was pretty long. This was hit really, really deep to center field, and that's gone most ballparks except for this one. And Julio Rodriguez makes the catch in center. The range Julio has in center field is truly absurd. Such speed. One of the best defenders in baseball. Also should have won the Gold Glove, but did not. We had no Gold Glovers, but I think Robles came second in voting for himself. Julio should have won the Gold Glove. He's still never been a Gold Glover in real life, despite everyone knowing how good a defender he is. This is popped to center field. 1-2-3 inning again for George Kirby. And the Red Sox are going quietly so far, but can the offense respond to Patrick Sandoval's introduction in this ballgame? I know we probably cannot. Brings up Julio. Ground ball. I just don't know how he does it, man. He gets so many ground balls. It's unreal. He throws middle of the plate. You time it up. It does not matter against Patrick Sandoval. Change up, middle plate. Strike one. Cal Raleigh won the Silver Slugger for catcher position this year. Was so good and has been, like I said, really fantastic in this postseason. Multiple extra base hits. A double today. Was it 2 RBI today? How many RBIs do you have already? 3? I guess it was a double. It didn't score a run. 1-1. This is fouled off. The right side here in Fenway Ballpark. What a beautiful park. Oldest ballpark in baseball, I believe, besides Wrigley. Wrigley might be older. I talked to my friend recently. It's so funny how this was like originally on like a nowhere wasn't really around Fenway Park, and then they built a whole thing around it. It's like, man, you really have a just so weird to go to Fenway Park and see all these buildings just right near a ballpark. Whenever I think of a ballpark, I think of like the Astrodome for some reason, where there's nothing near it. Oh my goodness! You gotta be kidding me with the defense in this series. It's been literally awful for the Red Sox. That's not even a competitive throw. Connor Wong has given up. Great pitch by Sandoval. Brings up Robert. Other way, base hit. A 3-for-3 game already for Robert. We need to get Sandoval out of this game ASAP and try to break this game open, because it's still only a 4-run game. And, hold on. If Sandoval's in this game for the long haul, we need... I'm thinking here. I'm still thinking. Hold on. We'll do this. Rayleigh comes out of the game. We'll put in Lamont Wade. Can I do that? What? Okay. Fine. Can't do that, apparently. O'Hearn is 2 for 2. I'm not going to take him out. Swing and a miss. Great pitch by Sandoval. Gets a swing. Like I said, I mean, you will never see defense quite this bad ever again. This is hit to center field. Tag up for Julio. Or sorry, not Julio. Cal. He's to third base. And we'll keep in Rayleigh, I guess. I would rather have a guy with 99 contact versus left than a guy with 52. So in comes Lamont Wade. Because he's good against both sides, when Rayleigh specifically is only good against left. He fouls this one off. Lamont Wade's had a lot of big hits in this series. Big home run against the White Sox, walk-off in the opening day game. He just hit the first base. No error this time. Into the inning, Sandoval strands 2 runners. And George Kirby's up next. Here's what he's done so far. Only has given up 2 hits and 5 runs, or 1 run, sorry. And poor Houck, because only one of those runs should be earned. That was definitely an error on David Hamilton. That led to all the runs, I believe. No, that only led to 2 runs. So we should have 3 earned runs, not 5. It's in the dirt to Roman Anthony. Top prospect, crazy numbers in the minors for Roman Anthony. He'll be a star in the future. He's not been quite that yet for the Red Sox in real life or in this game, but he'll get there. He just popped off the screen with his extracurriculars. And his savant page and everything just pops off the screen what he can do. He's a young guy. It's not translated yet, but I promise it will. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the glove of Cal Raleigh. George Kirby's 5th of the game. He's another guy who just pops off the page with how talented he is with his advanced stats are just brilliant. Good pitch by George. You gotta remember, this Red Sox team barely made it in the playoffs. So the Mariners doing what they should, handling their business so far. 2 down in the inning. Brings up Connor Wong, who had that brutal error in the last inning. Didn't lead to anything, but my goodness was it bad. Swings through a sinker, and man, even with legendary difficulty, I kind of do just dice up these teams. I'll give myself credit on that. I've been good at pitching this game my whole life. My first ever game, I've said this word before, first ever game MLB The Show I ever played, I threw a no-hitter. Ever. It was MLB The Show 16. I did it with Chris Archer. Or was it 18? Something like that. I threw it with Chris Archer. No-hitter. First ever game I played. And ever since then, I've continued the trend of just pitching out of my mind. 1-2-3 inning once again for George Kirby. He's also pitching out of his mind. And the Mariners were only 12 outs away. Already. Brings up now to Brian Hayes. 0 for 1, but with a sac fly. Ooh, would love to get his hands in on that and hit that one out, but we know the power that he possesses is just not very good at all. Plays out to center field. It brings up Ryan Bliss. 1 for 2. He's a hit in every game this series, which is awesome for Ryan Bliss to be able to do that. This is a bunt, and it's a great one. And Ryan Bliss has got a bunt single for his 2nd hit of the game. Man, has he been good at doing that in this series. I mean, that's manufacturing hits right there. And the guy that leads the team in steals is on base.
Runner, yes, yes!
And he's going to run on it. And it's another stolen base for Ryan Bliss, and we got a runner in scoring position. Great pitch there, though, by Sandoval to get a strike. So it's 0-1 to a pretty useless hitter. Scott off. Hassan Kim will not be returning to this team if I've not made it clear enough. He is a free agent this season. And this is his last year. I'm not signing him back. We'll have to look. Maybe we can bring up Phil and Selston. Maybe we bring up Michael Arroyo. Maybe we sign somebody. Who knows? Let's hit to left field. Sorry. To the wall. Bliss tags up to 3rd. And is safe. Brings up Victor Robles looking to score a run here and make it 6-1. Would like to put it out of the range where a grand slam ties it up. You don't want one at-bat to ever change a game like that. Oh, 1 to Robles. Either way, but not moving a single inch is Abreu making the catch. And another runner stranded by Patrick Sandoval, Willie Abreu, Jarren Duran, and the cursed David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. And right now, if you're George Kirby, bullpen is completely quiet. You can really help the team out by not even having to use it much at all. It's been used a lot, especially in Game 1. 4 innings by the bullpen in Game 1. And 2 innings last game by the bullpen. So, would love 7 or 8 here by George, and his pitch counts in a great spot to do so. One, 2 to Willie Abreu, former Gold Glover.
That's ball 2.
I think. Did I make that up? Did I make that up? I didn't make that up. 2-2 to Abreu. Delivers that knuckle curveball. Not been doing much with it today. Got a strikeout on Duran to start the game with it. But ever since then, none. Fouled off. And Abreu trying to break what I just said. Trying to get a lot of pitches on George here. Get him out of this game as soon as possible for them. He's been dealing. Other than one pitch, which was a good pitch to Jarren Duran. A top left corner fastball to a lefty. You thought it was a good pitch. It was a good pitch, but Duran turned on it. 3-2. Swing and a miss on a high splitter. that 7 for George or 6? I think it's 6. It is 6. Brings up Duran. He has the home run today. And that is one of the 2 hits only for the Red Sox today. The offense for them has just been dead quiet. I don't want to do it, but you got to look ahead to the Yankees. I believe that's who it'll be. It might be the Orioles, but I think it's the Yankees. You got to look at what they have. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Aaron Judge. We know what a star. What's their catcher's name? Can't think of it right now. Hey, Hayes, I think, right? Austin Hayes? No, that's not his name. Austin Wells. We know what a star he's become in the show here in this series. You got to look at Jazz Chisholm and Cody Bellinger. So that team is a lot of much better hitters than this team. But this team still has a lot of really good offense. We've just not seen it. The pitching for us, we know how good it is. Our 5 starters all had ERAs under 3.4. And the bullpen was also elite. So we're being carried by that. And the offense has been really good outside of the first game. And even that game, we scored 4 runs. So it's all clicking to a 2022 Rangers-esque look right now for the Mariners. So it's 2023, actually. But that team came into the postseason red hot and just dominated everyone to the World Series, except for the Astros took them 7. But they swept the Rays. This one's deep, high, off the monster, just missing a home run. It's David Hamilton. And I mean just. And that's gone in every ballpark except for this one. Top shelf of the monster. Robert plays it well to limit it to just 2 bases. My goodness, that's a moonshot. Just misses the foul pole. Another high fastball hit pretty good for the Red Sox.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Rafael Devers can get them right back in this game with 1 swing. Oh, and that was the pitch to do it on. That was it off. Middle fastball. Red Sox have not had a big hit in this series. They had a home run in game 1. They had a home run in game 2, but none of them really have made anything matter. This one's crushed foul. He's kind of on that. You go away from it. Splitter time. 2-2. Foul ball. Runner at second with a lot of speed and a steal threat. Oh, just outside. I do think that's the right call. That is a strike, but it's very close. 3-2. A base hit will score the run, and it probably will here. They might hold him, actually. They send him around. It's a good throw, and he got him. Luis Robert again on defense. This guy is so good. Oh, my goodness. Can you play any better in a single series than Luis Robert has played in this one? Was it 5 RBIs and 2 defensive gems? He saved 2 runs on defense and has scored 5 runs on offense. Here's the ref, or the ump. Great tag by Cal. And the Mariners are playing literally the perfect all-around baseball in this series. Sandoval's still out here. This is Julio blooping one to left for a base hit. It's like the 5th single of the series for Julio. He's not had any extra base hits, but this guy has. Cal Raleigh can break the game open right here with 1 swing.
Ball 1.
It's outside.
Ball 1, no strike.
Cal looking to mash one. Fouls it off.
Hey, double him up. 2-1.
Way outside. Julio sticks it first on a drop ball there by Connor Wong. And we will look at the bullpen here. Rash and Weaver's not pitching this game 1. And if it's a spot like this where it's 4 runs, I'm okay using my closer in a big game like this. And this is a big game. Biggest game for the Mariners since 2001. Swing and miss. Great pitch there by Sandoval. I just realized there's not really a batter's eye at Fenway Park. Not really. Swing and miss. Great pitch by Sandoval. Strikes out Cal Raleigh. And brings up the greatest player of all time, Luis Robert, 3 for 3 today. Threw a guy out at home. I mean, you just can't ask for much more than what he's given this series. And he lays him at first base. Julio sticks at second. 4-hit day for Luis Robert. And another ball that we just hit outside of a glove of the Red Sox. Maybe I got to look at changing the difficulty on the slider on defense, because it's been unwatchable how bad it's been on every single play that's close. See, everything that's close is bad defense from the Red Sox. And like, I'm not gonna act like Tristan Casas is a great first baseman or David Hamilton's a great defensive shortstop. But, or maybe, I don't know, maybe David Hamilton is a great defensive shortstop. Actually, I have no idea. I know Casas is not a great first baseman. But it's been unreal to watch. 1-1.
That's in. Ball 2.
Good take. Sandoval's 32 pitches in this game. The energy is still good. We've not scored a run off of him. We've got a lot of hits on him, but no runs. Until now, Julio will score on this. To the corner. Misplay. I mean, what is this defense? Another run will score. Ryan O'Hearn adds on 2 more. 7-1 ends. This has been the worst defense you'll ever see in any game ever. And Sandoval's done. Brings in former Mariner Brendan Bernardino. That will get rid of the chance we pitch Luke Weaver in this game, unless George botches it in the 7th. Warm up Dario Moreta here. Have to go the last 2 innings. Game has been broken open officially. But more on the table to get. Running to third here. Casas makes the play. I'm actually stunned he didn't let it olay him. Ryan Hayes has an RBI today. Foul ball. We've seen Brendan Bernardino every game in the series. Is that right? And he's been pretty good. He's not giving up a run. Most of these pitchers for the Red Sox have, but he has not. Swing and miss. 0-2 to Hayes, who still has no hits in this series. Like, I don't want to get rid of Ryan Hayes, but he would be an upgradable position. Sorry. Swing and a miss. I mean, he made him look terrible on that at-bat. 2 more runs scored. Brendan Bernardino thought the inning was still going. He stopped to get another ball from the umpire. 13 hits today for the Mariners, and they're cruising to the ALCS. George has been great. O'Hearn 3 for 4. Robert 4 for 4. 2 of our acquisitions this season. Both going through and looking great. Tristan Casas now. Red Sox need to start breaking in this lead. But not if George can help it. Great pitch there. Gets a swing and a miss. I think people are starting to leave the ballpark here in Fenway. See empty seats here behind us.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Yellow energy now for George. 1-2. Got off. One, 2 above the zone. Not much to say. Words do not describe how good the Mariners have been in this series. I didn't think we'd be in a position to sweep this one. We absolutely are. 3-2 here to Casas. This one's driven deep. To the deepest part of every ballpark in baseball. Oh my goodness! He goes Manny Ramirez territory. 476 to the deepest part of every major league ballpark. Yeah, it's not great. It's another high fastball. It didn't do much, apparently. I thought I liked the location to it, to a lefty, but called too much plate. Home run, 5-run game. Still no outs here in the 7th. Bregman is nearly hitting sub 200. He will if he's out in this bat. He will be hitting under 200. And he fouls this off. He did try to go after that. And that was a majestic shot by Casas. I don't remember what I was talking about. That's how good it was. 0-2.
One ball,
Outside.
2 strikes.
We'll say George has not had crazy strikeout stuff today. And this is left in the middle of the plate. Fouled off. Luckily, Bregman can't hit anything right now, so that's fortunate. 1-2. Strike 3 dotted on the corner. What a pitch from George Kirby. And the boos are out for Alex Bregman. He has been just terrible in this series, which has been good to see because obviously former Astro owns the Mariners, even has a home run as a Red Sox against the Mariners, so it's good to see him kind of go out without any effort. He did not look good in this series.
Ball, that's down.
Pitch is low. Might be the last at bat for George Kirby today, nearing 100 pitches.
No, that's low.
2-1. This is hit to right field. Robles tracking. It's a weird spot of the ballpark. It'll get into the crowd. Don't know what that marker was. That wasn't even close to where that was. We'll sit down Matt Brash and we'll start warming up Andres Moon or Paul Seabald here. 2-2. In the dirt, 100 pitch a day coming for George Kirby. This is hit far, but foul. High fastball. They're starting to figure it out a little bit. 3-2 to Roman Anthony. Strike 3 call. 2 absolute dots in this inning for George Kirby. And we will pitch one more at-bat here with struggling Marcelo Meyer. Still a solid stamina point for George. Looks to go 7, and we have scored 7, so it would be kind of similar there. Goes that knuckle curveball again. He's really not getting any swings on that. I'm not sure why he's throwing that so much. 1-1. This is flown foul. They're really getting those fastballs now. They weren't early on. 1-2. Last pitch maybe for George.
That's ball 2.
Below the zone. Above the zone. 3-2 count. Nearly out of energy completely here. This is his last batter no matter what. 3-2. Ground ball. Wade goes on at second base. And George Kirby gives us 7 2-run innings. And yes, Tristan Casas did just hit the most majestic home run of all time. But also, yes, the Mariners are up 5 runs and need 6 more outs to advance to the first ALCS since 2001. And most likely against the team that they lost to in 2001. Brings up Brian Yarborough, noted switch pitcher. Didn't know he was, but he's been pitching switch in this series. I don't know why. Some sort of crazy glitch. He's doing it again. In the last episode, we tried to... Oh, my goodness, David Hamilton. Yeah, Are You Kidding Me is about accurate. This kid is the worst player I've ever seen. And if this was a regular season game, I would title it Worst Player Ever or Worst Defense Ever, but I gotta have an intriguing thumbnail or title. And we know a lot of sweepers are going to come here from Ryan Yarborough, so... Or slurves, sorry. So I want to kind of stay on that, try to get hits off that. And there is one right there. First to third. Wind up by Abreu. What a throw. But Bliss beats it out. Brings up Robles now. Swing and miss. There's a slurve. Good location on it. Mariners have scored in so many innings today. Just a lot of innings, which is awesome to see. And there's another run. And he's going to beat this out. So it's fielder's choice RBI for Roque Robles. 8-2 Mariners. It brings up Julio Rodriguez. Has a hit today. Fastball, 86 miles per hour inside. Ryan Bliss has been so good. 3 hits a day for Bliss. Makes me want to keep him next year. We'll think about it for sure. I'm starting to get a hold of his swing. I'm starting to get a hold of how you play with him. Steal bases, bunt, old school ball player. Great defense. He provides so much value. Just doesn't have a lot of power, but who really cares?
Runner!
Steal attempt here, and he's going to be well safe.
He's safe.
Mariners are running today, and they drop the ball at second base. I mean, I'm going to have to do something. If the Yankees are like this in Game 1 against the Yankees, I will be changing the defensive sliders. Or maybe it's just the Red Sox. I have no idea. Maybe they've assembled the worst defensive team of all time. Julio. We'll move over a runner at third base. Cal Raleigh, 1 hit today, double. Scored a run. Hits one over the head. Base hit to the corner. Another run scores. It's 9-2 M's. And they are going to advance to the ALCS, baby. After all this time, here in year 2, we've built such a good team. Yes, I'm counting the eggs before they hatch. No, I don't care. Yarborough comes out. This is the 5th pitcher of the game. It's Chafin. He's been dominant, actually, in this series. Chafin's not giving up a run, I don't think, in this series. Let's go ahead and look. Actually, gave up a run in the last episode to Hostlin Kim, now that I think about it. Hard hit. David Hamilton. Oh, my goodness, he did it! David Hamilton fields a ball cleanly and gets him out. What a job from the shortstop. 16 hits today for the M's. What a game. Swung, Abreu, and Duran. And we will put in Dar Moretta to hopefully go 2 innings and secure this ball game. Only pitched 3 games in the regular season, was pretty solid in all of them. Was an acquiring in the Brian Hayes trade last year, just a throw-in. I like the stuff in real life. He throws like a reverse slider. It's pretty cool. He was pretty bad last year, like a 12 ERA and a few games pitched, but he went to the minors, was the minor league pitcher of the year, basically, in the minors, and we had to bring him up. Really no choice but to. He was too good. Nice pitch there. It's this changeup that kind of acts like a reverse slider.
Ball, that's out.
George Kirby was so good, man. My favorite pitcher in Mariners history, if you didn't know that already. You know it now. I love George Kirby. Sort of the way every pitcher should play. I'm kind of allergic to throwing balls, and yes, he gets lit up sometimes, but he's just so fun to watch dot corners. He gets mad when he walks people. He's a lot of fun. Ball got off. Moretta was so good in the minors. I think it was like a 0.79 ERA in the minors in like 26 games. It was something crazy like that. And we had to bring him up. The bullpen was pretty bad. So we had to really just make a lot of changes. We acquired, who all did we acquire? This one's hit pretty good. This is a fair ball, stays in play. Robert gets the ball in. Double for Jaron Duran. Who did we acquire in this season? We got Luke Weaver in the offseason, obviously. We got Drew Rasmussen via trade. We acquired Paul Sewald again to come back in. So it's been a lot of acquirees to try and make this team better on the pitching side. We last year had Adrian Morejon, obviously, and he was really good last year, but not very good this year. This hits the wall. Robert, can he do it again? Can he do it again? Oh, he just nearly did, didn't he? My goodness, run scores here. David Hamilton gets a double. What a guy. Color me happy for David Hamilton, but call me a traitor for all you want, I guess. Middle slider would have made a 3-run game right there, by the way. Swings through that. 0-2 to Devers, who besides the home run. Oh my goodness. Well. Gone. Moretta's given up 4 runs in this game. Second home run for Devers. That'll do it for a pretty pitiful performance from Dar Moretta, and it's a 3-run ball game. Luckily, we had somebody else warming up. This has popped up. One down. 4-run inning for the Red Sox. They're not going away. And now it's Bregman versus Sewell. Bregman needs something to get going. He's hitting 200 right now. Fouls this one off. Still not that worried. We have a great bullpen. We can still get this done. 0-2. Way outside. On a sweeper. Go back to it here. I'm not worried about it. 1-2. Flies this one left field. Robert nearly made that catch again earlier on. Makes that catch. 4-run inning. Home runs from Rafael. A home run from Devers and a double from David Hamlin to score runs. And it's a 3-run game after all that. We'll see what we can do in the 9th inning. Extend this lead a little bit more or go into a save situation. Ryan O'Hearn's had a great game, by the way. 3 for 4. Some RBI today. 3 of them. It's fouled off. I don't really know the thumbnail today. We've not had a home run. So the thumbnail is going to have to be pieced together by me. Don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be something. It probably won't be in this episode. I'll probably do it off screen. That's sometimes what I do. If I don't find one in an episode, I'll do it off screen. 0-2. Swing and miss. Great at bat from Chafin. Gets O'Hearn, but what a game from O'Hearn. Props to him. Brings up now Lamont Wade. Man, that slider's filthy. Holy cow. He's gotten 3 swings on it so far. He's got max confidence in it. That's pretty bad. This is hit and caught at first by Casas. What do you think Brian Hayes is 0 for 9 in this series? Does have an RBI today. Has shown value. That's a filthy slider right there. This is hit third base. Bregman picks it up. Throws on the first. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 9th inning. Can the Mariners do it and advance to the ALCS for the first time since 2001, before I was even born? We'll see. Luke Weaver, our closer, has not been great in this postseason. Allowed a hit twice to a right-handed batter in the last game. Needing to be better. He's going to face a few lefties here, which apparently has reverse splits now. Whatever. Nice pitch. He was elite. Nothing else to say about Luke Weaver. 44 saves, 10 blown saves, right? 3.5 ERA, but the whip was great. The FIP wasn't good, so he wasn't elite. I lied. He was pretty bad, but he was good enough to keep the closer role. That's something that Andres Munoz and Gabe Spire could both not say about themselves. 0-2, and luckily for us, I guess we'll start warming up Gabe Spire also. But Munoz is warming up, and he had to clean up the mess in Game 1, so he might do it again today, depending on what kind of Luke Weaver we get. He strikes out Roman Anthony on 3 pitches to begin the game. My heart is beating pretty fast. You told me when we blew that 8.5 game lead for the division, we lost the lead in the division. We went down like 2 games in the division. If you told me we've been here right now, I might not have believed you. But the team rallied together, had a great second half of the year after the really bad middle of the year. It's been able to come back and win the division and play very well and play well enough to be 1 out away from the ALCS. Connor Wong, the last hope for the Red Sox. Fouls it off. 0-1. In the dirt. 1-1 count to Wong. Sees a ball right down the middle for strike 2. The Mariners 1 strike away. Fouled off. Spoiled it. Something Wong's been good at in this series, spoiling pitches. Really good pitches at that. Takes the fastball high. He spoiled that really freaking good pitch by Munoz in Game 1 before he got struck out by a heater. 2-2. Got off again. Another nice cutter. which we've all known that Luke Weaver's cutters acted more as a slider this year. That one caught too much plate, though, and both of them have. You need to put it outside the zone, Luke. Got off again. That one was perfectly placed. He's on that, though, so gotta go here. And the Mariners, for the first time since 2001, are going to go to the American League Championship Series to face, I can only think, the Bronx Bombers, the Evil Empire, the team that eliminated them so long ago and last year, the New York Yankees. What a job for the Mariners today. And all series long, they played great offense. They pitched perfectly until the end of this game. They only allowed, 9 runs in 3 games, so 3 per game, and pitched well enough, hit well enough to get the win. O'Hearn was great, 3 RBI. I mean, you got to give out Luz Robert had an RBI, 3 runs, stole a run, basically. So, I mean, if that didn't happen, who knows what happens in this game. It's at the very least 9-7 at the end there. Save for Luke Weaver. Tanner Houck was not great, but David Hamilton really struggled as well. He did have 2 doubles today, so shout out to him. George Kirby was fantastic, struck out 9 over 7. And, yeah, we advanced, man, and I gotta think it's the Yankees, but it could be the Orioles. And we know in this series, the Orioles aren't bad like they are in real life, so I don't love the idea of facing Felix Bautista. We played them on opening day. They have Michael King, Zach Gallen. They, of course, have their core of Gunnar Henderson and Adley Rutschman and guys like that. We'll see, though. It's the Yankees. They already swept. We both swept. So it was already written in the stars that we would play the Yankees again. And they have the home field advantage. It's Fried. Remember last time what happened against Max Fried? J.P. Crawford, we were down in that game 3-0. J.P. Crawford hit a 3-run home run off of a curveball on the first pitch of an at-bat in the 8th inning with 2 outs. And tied that game. We ended up winning that game. We won both series against the Yankees this year. I mean, the first one was early on in the year. It was this series right here. This was the game that we played. It was a win for J.P. Crawford. Had a home run. That was what really broke the game open. Brian Wood was great. Had a no-hitter, literally till 5.2, where then he gave up 5 hits and 3 runs. And then Paul Steele was great. Matt Brash was great. And Fried was literally fantastic also till the end right there. And then we walked it off. I think it was a walk-off for Ryan O'Hearn. It was indeed. How do I remember this stuff? Then second series we played against them. Here are the other 2 games. Second series we played against them, we won it 2-1 as well. Close win here. Gilbert was great. Shootout game here, and then a 1-2 loss in this game where Munoz gave it up. But in this series, the main goal, avoid Devin Williams, is the main goal of this series. Now, we did take away Luke Weaver from them, and Luke Weaver's also somebody last year in the playoffs we could not hit. So I'm glad we took them away, but you got to look at the team, man. Guerrero, Judge, Airbender, Chisholm, Fried, Heel. And we know about me and Heel. I can't not hit loose Heel in the show. Just can't do it. He's like Cutter Crawford. Jason Dominguez, Austin Wells. He's broken out and been fantastic for them. He's been literally an 841 OPS, 857 OPS guy. Cody Bellinger, former MVP. Anthony Volpe has 3 home runs in this series against me. I cannot get this guy out. Rodon, Ian Hamilton, Jake Cousins, Mark Leiter, Ben Rice, Garrett Cole is here. He might not pitch much, but he's still here, and he's not any worse than normally is. Look at his pitches. He's still got a 96-mile-per-hour fastball with outlier on break. So, Emilio Pagan, who really cares, but apparently he's good. Stanton is still here, and I believe had a hit in the postseason against us last year and hit 13 bombs this season. Ben Gamble's on their major league roster, former Mariners, so, it's not all guaranteed. This is going to be a tough... Manny Abani has cleared the bases against us on a triple that he had against us earlier this season, so who knows what's going to happen? They are better than we are. But we were better than them in 2001. So, how the tables turn. The spot you want to be in here, this is not the game. We know Logan's back to full health now, so Logan will pitch. Then Wu will pitch. Then Kirby will pitch. Then Miller will pitch. Castillo will probably not pitch at all in this series. Moretta's been bad. 108 ERA for the guy. so he probably won't pitch again for us. Otherwise, the bullpen's been lights out. Brash allowed 1 run in 1 inning, so the 9 ERA is kind of stupid. There's the game right there. Gilbert in game 1 against the Rangers was really, or the Red Sox was really good. Got the win. Pitched 5 innings, allowed had strict strikeouts, only allowed 1 run. He would have pitched another inning if I didn't take him out on accident. So he had a good game. He would have pitched 6 1-run innings as well. We know what Wu did. He proved why he was a Cy Young winner. He had 8 strikeouts, was great. And then in this game, we've seen what George Kirby can do. So our pitching staff is on a heater right now. If you ignore Dauri Moreta, so we're ready. I think we're ready for the New York Yankees. If we lose this series to the Yankees, we're gonna go Super Saiyan in the offseason to make this team better. Really quickly, we looked at the pitching rotation. Here's the offense so far. Robles has been not great. Julio's been good. Cal's been fantastic, elite. Batting to a 1.6 OPS right now. Luis Robert doing about the same, 1.3 OPS. Had a 4-hit game last time up. O'Hearn has been great, 1.2 OPS. Rayleigh's been good, 3 RBI. Brian Hayes has no hits but an RBI. Ryan Bliss is hitting 455 with a 910 OPS. Ha-Seong Kim has an RBI. Good for him. And on the bench, 2 RBI for Lamont Wade. And then Harry Ford's not played and probably will not play. Dylan Moore has a double. And Kike Hernandez has also not played. And of course, no pitchers have hit. But man, that's it for the episode. We win the series. And we're going on to face the Evil Empire one more time in this series. Hopefully, this is the last time, because hopefully we knock them out and win the World Series. And we see what happens next year. I don't know if I play another year. Do I play another year? Because College Football 2026 is coming out. I know I'm going to do a series on that. I know I'm going to do a series on Madden. So we'll see what happens with this series. But the World Series would also be great. Anyway, so thank you all for watching. Next episode, we will be playing the New York Yankees once again for about I think this will be the 6th episode against the Yankees. We did 1 in season 1, then 3 in the playoffs, then 1 this year. We're going back to New York, baby. One last time. Mariners versus Yankees next episode. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all in the next episode.